Hi everyone, my name is Erica Lagos and I'm an alumna member of our Delta Delta chapter at Central Michigan University. Fire up chicks! And today I'm going to be talking with you a little bit about some tips and tricks that I have for making your own charcuterie board. So you probably noticed that my board is already ready today. I just want to walk you through what might be helpful for you as you head to the grocery store or put together your own board at home for whatever gathering you may have. To start, you may have noticed on my board that there's quite a bit of variety here. So there's some different colors, some different textures, and we want that to give the board some personality. As you go through, you are going to work with a few different varieties of crackers. You may choose to add some meats, your cheeses, and then some other snacks that feel like they would be a good fit on your board. It's important to remember that your board is for the friends, the family, and anyone who may be joining it with you. It's not just for you yourself. So you may notice I have some chocolate on my board. I am not a big chocolate person when it comes to my charcuterie board, but my roommate is, and so we are adding that onto our board to enjoy. We also have a few different cheeses. So we've got a brie cheese, which is pretty familiar to most folks. We also have a fontina cheese back here, and then really the star of the show is just going to be this colorful cheese here. So truly picked it out for the color right here and what it would bring to the board into this fall season. We also have a few different varieties of crackers and some bread. So some colorful crackers up here that are a little bit funky and fun to add to the board, some water crackers, we've got a nice little veggie cracker, and then the real star of the show is the bread. So you may choose to toast this bread when you actually put your board together. Today, we just gave it a little cut right off the loaf and put it onto the board. And that might be best for you too. Whatever you want is really going to be able to what you can enjoy. You will also see that there are a couple different meats here. So there is a salami and then a prosciutto. And for me, the salami always seems like the scariest part of the charcuterie board because the professionals always have it really nicely folded and they have this salami river, and I just never knew how to do that. So I learned a little trick. We're just going to give the salami a fold in half and then another fold in half so it kind of looks like a little bit of a flower here. We'll tuck it into the board and then we will allow it in our board to just kind of run through here. But get creative with it. Whatever works for you is going to really work here. If you have a lot of salami or just a little bit, you can choose how you incorporate it. Back here we have an added little snack. So it's going to be just a little nut cluster that we picked up at the store. And then we are also going to add in some olive tapenade here as well as an apricot jam because that is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in right now for you to see. We've just got a couple little glass bowls on here. It's really truly nothing fancy, just whatever came with our set of bowls. And you could even get creative and use a mason jar, or maybe you have like a silicone cupcake holder. You could use those. Whatever you've got at home really is going to work for you. It does not have to be expensive or fancy. I promise you that your friends and family are going to enjoy this board no matter how it shows up. So we've added on that little finish, and then last but not least, we're going to add on some pomegranate seeds here. So these are just kind of, maybe they'll stay on. They just kind of look nice to add around the board. They're in season, so they weren't super expensive for us, but feel free to get whatever you want to add on and whatever you think will taste good as you create your board. My biggest piece of advice for you as you start to create your own charcuterie board is it doesn't need to be super fancy. It doesn't need to be expensive. It's going to be tasty no matter what you put together. And this is a great opportunity for you to try out some new things. And you can incorporate so many different things in there. So it doesn't have to be anything but what you want and something that you and your friends can enjoy. So I hope that you have success putting one together, and I would love to hear what you want to add on to your charcuterie board in the comments below.